with Sharon Bennett. What a great pleasure to sit down with you, Sharon. Now, Sharon runs Harrogate Aesthetics, and you are chair of the BACN, the British Association of Cosmetic Nurses. You are on this complications group. You run this complications group?
I don't run it, but I contribute towards it, and also IAPCAM, which is the International Complications Group we have a conference every year.
So just to establish, Sharon is one of the experts in this area. You have been doing it for a long time. So when I come to ask you about what you're doing, I'm really interested in the answers, because I think it's the kind of people you're seeing, the procedures you're doing. I mean, how are you working with sort of dermal fillers at the moment? Because we were just chatting before the camera went on about how you can't just take one syringe and work magic with it now. You need to sort of take a bit more proactive.
And you can't. And we've changed enormously over the years from way back when we used to use collagen and just chase lines, and now we are looking at faces in a very different way. And patients come in and they may have a sagging jawline, they may have nose to mouth lines, and that's what they're focused on. But what we need to do is actually look at why have you got that?
Okay.
So let's go back and find the source of that. And if we can go back and find the source of that, which is normally they've lost some facial fat, the skin's sagging a little bit, we can then put some fillers in. And what we're finding is that actually the one syringe or the two syringe of filler is usually not quite enough to get the result they want. But they're so afraid that with 3 or 4 syringes they will look.
They might look like one of those frightening people that
but they don't, because actually a syringe of filler is not very much. So
and if it's placed thoughtfully,
and place it so that it's going to support and give a little bit of shape and harmonise with the rest of the skin and the face and proportion, they would just look like they are healthy and beautiful and lifted, and not look done.
Fab. Nobody wants to look done, and particularly up in the northeast, I thought people are a little bit more cautious about how they. In London, lots of people seem to be a bit more open about aesthetics. I suppose they are becoming more open about aesthetics up here. Or does it entirely depend on how old they are?
Yeah, I think the age has got a huge amount to do with it, because of course the age groups coming in now have widened. We're going from 20-something to 80.
Big spread.
Almost. So it's a massive spread. So what's your average patient? And so I don't think the north-south divide is really that relevant. I think the north, they're very open and talk about fillers and have many clinics in the north. But what we are seeing is that always the older patient doesn't tell their friends, they're cautious, aren't they? They're cautious, they don't want people to know. The younger patient, on the other hand, is completely the opposite. They wear their filler with a badge of pride. They talk about it. They talk about their fillers. They are jawline junkies.
Jawline junkies? That's fantastic.
Profile junkies, jawline junkies. I know. All social media, of course. And so they are coming in and they're requesting things. They're fearless. They know, they've done their homework. They know what it's all about, and want people to notice.
And they want to show it off like a fashion accessory. I think.
It is.
Wow. Okay, that is really, really big change, isn't it?
It is really, and we have to really be mindful of that, because you know you've got girls. In fact, one of my patients this morning said, these people don't even know what they really look like, because they've started so early that they haven't really grown into their faces. And that's quite an interesting point.
That's a bit sad, isn't it? Yes, because I find the difficulty is, you think, okay, maybe you could look more dramatic if you're 25 and you want a bit more in your cheekbones, but on the other hand, certainly to me, they look gorgeous already, and you think, don't do anything.
So they just want to change. They're not looking for improvement, they're looking for alteration. If you think about it.
And then over the years, I suppose the look might slope away from how they actually are. It's a tricky thing to manage as a practitioner.
It is, and I think what we're seeing is, particularly with lips, you know, we've all seen the massive lip brigade, and they love that puffy, swollen look the moment they walk out of the clinic.
And that's what they want.
So of course that goes down, and then they'll whip them back and go somewhere and want more. And we're seeing more and more now who are coming to have their lips reduced and made smaller through high laser injections, and it's
And
quite problematic, really.
And do you then bring it back? Do you then re-inject their lips, but to a gentler?
Occasionally,
kind of
I mean,
shape, or do you just
quite
take out?
often.
Okay.
Quite often, you can reduce the lip, and they're quite happy with what they got, because it's they're not necessarily going to go back to square one completely. They may well be just happy with what they have, and then perhaps later on they will. But we don't automatically factor that in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Lots to think about. Well, thank you very much,
You're
Sharon.
welcome.
Fantastic to have a chat.
Thank you.